Yeah. We're gonna do something really special. We're gonna build 2 time machines in 2 weeks. I'm gonna bring in some major special help. This is the dude that built the original time machines for the movie Back to the Future in 1985. We're going to this aircraft boneyard. Hey man, I found some stuff. How much for the lot?
That one piece alone is gonna be $6,000.
What?
Videobob's sent me to pick up some ammo boxes. My God.
My name is Videobob Moseley. I create the coolest movie car replicas you've ever seen. There's no job too big or detail too small for my motley crew of obsessed film freaks. This is Screen Machines.
Applying the Videobob look can take time and effort, but it's more than just a look. It's a statement. I'll stop wearing black when they make a darker color. Showtime. The Back to the Future Delorean Time Machine is my ultimate movie car. I've been building these things for 10 years. I've built over 20 of them, and they just keep getting better. Now, we are the masters of building these, and because it's the 10th year anniversary of Bob's Prop Shop, I've decided to do something really special to celebrate. Let's get this sucker up to 88 miles an hour. Yeah. So that's the plan. All I have to do now is get the team on board. Well, hey, listen, I want to talk to you guys about something. In situations like this, I always find it best to deliver the good news first. We're coming up on the 10th year anniversary of Bob's Prop Shop.
Wow, 10 years with Bob. It sounds more like a prison sentence than an anniversary.
So I want to do something really special to celebrate. Let's have our first annual Bob's Prop Shop car show.
Man, awesome.
Right here in the parking lot, have all of our cars. Very cool.
We're gonna get to show off all of our street cars.
The Ecto, Scarface Cadillac, Knight Rider, the A-Team van.
It's gonna be like the biggest collection of movie cars ever in one parking lot.
Sweet. That's a good idea. We've never done anything like that.
Okay, but here's the kicker. We're gonna have not one, not 2, 3 time machines on display. Mine plus 2 more. That's right, we're gonna build my 2 favorite versions of the car. 1 with the plutonium chamber, and 2 with the Mr. Fusion.
We can probably do that.
And now, the bad news. We're gonna do something really special, something that no one's ever done. We're gonna build 2 time machines in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, all we gotta do is build 2 time machines. No big deal.
That's bad math.
2 DeLoreans in 2 weeks.
2 time machines, 2 weeks.
It takes 2 weeks to do one, man.
Once again, Bob has come up with an idea that we can't possibly do.
Look, I know this is a tough assignment. I've got some really special help that's gonna come in on this. I can't tell you who, but I'm bringing in some big guns. And when I mean big, I mean huge, seriously big guns here.
Where's Greg? He built his own cryogenics chamber, so I don't think we're gonna be seeing him for a while.
Never mind. We'll get by without him. We can knock this out in 2 weeks. I know we can do it. We are the experts. We are the time machinists. So we have to do it.
Not cool, man. We don't have the parts. We don't have the shells for the cars. We need 2 shells for 2 cars, man.
Calm down, my little rockabilly. I got another DeLorean on the way. It'll be here like tomorrow.
I think you're crazy. It's not like we're making up pizza.
This isn't gonna work.
In 2 weeks, there's no way.
Stop your whining. I've got this handled. We gotta find a bunch of stuff to make this happen. I got a parts list for you. You're gonna pick up all the hardware and stuff. Military hardware, actually. I'm gonna need some ammo boxes for this Mr. Fusion version. A Grimes emergency light and a rocking gauge for the plutonium chamber. I'm gonna need your help working on the flux capacitors. Got it? Frye, I need you doing electrical stuff. Jack, you're coming with me. We're gonna go to the boneyard. We're gonna pick up some parts. We need to find a jet engine turbine to build the plutonium chamber. Put away the proton packs, everything else you're doing. Starting now, full-blown time machine, 24/7. We're gonna show everybody that we are the best at building DeLorean time machines, all right?
All right, you got it, man.
Let's do it. Come on. No tacos till it's done. The Back to the Future series is one of the greatest trilogies of all time. But aside from being an awesome movie, it had the greatest car of all time, the DeLorean Time Machine. A lot of people associate the DeLorean car with Back to the Future, but this car has an interesting history that happened long before the film. Let me tell you about it. But in order to do that, I've got to take you back in time. I'm back. Hey, this is classic 80s Bob, and I'm gonna tell you about the coolest car ever built. In the mid-1970s, legendary car designer John DeLorean set out to build a sporty, fuel-efficient, and affordable futuristic car. And this is what he built. This is a stock 1981 DeLorean DMC-12. When you think about the other cars that were around in the late 70s and early 80s, there really was nothing like this. This car was so way ahead of its time. Stainless steel construction over a completely fiberglass and composite body. The gull-wing doors actually serve multiple purposes. Not only are they really easy to open in tight spaces, but the construction and design of this was to protect the driver from side impacts. Bridge of Weir, the same people that supply the leather for the Rolls-Royce, did these seats and interior for the DeLorean. This was meant to be a luxury car, not necessarily a fast one. It suffered in the engine department, but what it lacked in speed, it made up for in style. Over 30 years later, and this thing still looks totally futuristic. The DeLorean was hitting the streets by early 1981, but they were only in business for a year. By early 82, it was the end for DeLorean. But wow, what a ride. Well, now that you know all about the DeLorean, it's time for 80s Bob to get back to the future.
Wow, it looks
As promised, I had the stock DeLorean delivered the next morning. You guys like that, huh? Nice new DeLorean? It's beautiful. All right, so listen, remember I told you I was gonna bring in the big guns? I wanna introduce you to a friend of mine. This is Kevin Pike. This is the dude that built the original time machines for the movie Back to the Future in 1985.
Wow. Nice.
I started doing special effects as a helper on Jaws, and I've had the benefit of working on many of the big special effects films of the last 3 decades. Return of the Jedi, Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom, Last Starfighter, Jurassic 1, Jurassic 3. Anytime anybody asks me about my involvement with Back to the Future and the Delorean Time Machine, I light up. We didn't really have a blueprint when we started to build the Delorean Time Machines, but we had a lot of creativity that we could do because it was always a handmade car that Doc Brown had built. So we would go all over town visiting boneyards, electronic surplus stores, hydraulic parts, all kinds of plumbing, and that's why it's the most iconic movie car today.
From now on, while he's here, he's the boss, and he's gonna tell us what to do. So what do you think?
You got a lot of work to do, so let's get it in the bay. Everybody's got a job, including you, Red Suspenders.
You heard him, let's go, come on.
Having Kevin here to supervise the build, it's a dream come true.
His knowledge of these small details is truly amazing.
This is a pretty important piece. A lot of people don't know about this. We needed a switch that was big enough so Marty could accidentally turn on the time circuits by mistake. And we hunted and hunted for ideas. We looked in bins and surplus parts. And finally, we just found a battery terminal cleaner, and it just happened to be the right need for everything we wanted.
Man, I wish I could have been there. I can't imagine actually seeing that go down in 85. Let's get this thing done.
Well, let's start with you getting to work.
All right, come with me. We're going to the boneyard. We're going to take the Monaco. We still need parts, so Jack and I are headed out on a mission. And I get to drive my '74 Dodge Monaco. That's the same car they used in the Blues Brothers. We're going to this aircraft boneyard looking for time machine parts.
We have time machine parts.
Yeah, but for Mr. Fusion version, we're doing the plutonium chamber on this one. So we're looking for, aircraft hoses, turbines, all that kind of stuff. We've got lots of coffee grinders. What we don't have are these jet engine parts. This doesn't really look like the place I'm looking for. I'm looking for military aircraft, jets, helicopters, not these little prop planes. There's a dude right there. Yeah, go flag that guy down. Hey, buddy. Hey, man, you work here?
Yep.
All right, well, I thought maybe you were just stealing parts. Speaking of parts, we're looking for the parts department.
I'm the parts department.
Houston, we may have a problem.
We're looking for jet engine kind of stuff, military stuff. Turbines, oil separators, high pressure fittings, hoses, this kind of stuff.
You start down in those hangars, you can see what's in there, and then we got some aircraft over here to your right. Whatever you can find in there, I'll take a look at it, give you a price.
Well, I'll let you get back to this thing. You're gonna need some help. This looks like Richie Valens' old plane. All right, I'm not riding in this thing. All right, good luck, you're gonna need it. We're gonna go find some parts and don't let the music die, okay? Let's split up and look for parts. You look for hoses, I'm gonna look for turbines and the other stuff.
I'm not really finding what I need, but I may find Amelia Earhart.
While Jack's coming up empty, I may have struck time machine gold. Whoa, no way. Got me a jet turbine. Let's go make a deal. Hey man, I found some stuff. Got some hoses, a couple of these old separator deals here. How much for the lot?
Well, for that one piece alone, it's gonna be $6,000.
What? This is part of the plutonium core for the time machine.
Well, today it's $6,000.
Ooh, $6,000. That's gonna hurt Bob. Let me do a quick impersonation of opening his wallet.
This is $6,000?
$6,000.
For this? Are you serious?
Dead serious. It's an N1 stage turbine blade off a GE engine.
Why is it so expensive?
The engines it goes into run for about, $500,000 to $1 million.
It'll be a cold day in hell before I give the parts department 6,000 big ones for this piece of metal.
Hose, wrong hose, dirty hose. Ooh, baby. My hose.
While Bob's having a severe case of sticker shock, I'm finding a lot of the stuff we're gonna need.
Ooh, Bob will like that.
Good, because Bob's not having a great day so far. How about I make you a deal?
Mm-hmm.
I think I have a great idea of how to get this jet turbine without parting with $6,000. I'll give you a couple $100 if you just let me borrow it for a couple of days. If I can take this and get a casting made, I won't have to buy it. I'll just clone it. I'll give you my credit card as a deposit. If I don't bring it back by the end of the week, you can bill me the $6,000. What do you think?
All right, I can do that.
All right, man, thanks.
But at the end of the week, I'm gonna bill you $6,000.
Okay, it's worth the risk. But I gotta get this thing to the mold shop before the parts department figures out that I just gave them my library card.
Hey! Bob!
Talk to me, Goose.
With money on his mind, Bob has left my ass in the grass.
I want to get something really special for Bob for the 10th anniversary, but I'm not sure what to get him.
Hey guys, I see how's you finally working hard.
Working hard or hardly working, it depends on who I'm working with.
Seriously, dude?
I want to get Bob something really special,
But I don't know what. I need some ideas.
Robocop suit.
A full-size TARDIS.
A Dalek.
Fembots. The Johnny Cat from Total Recall.
Starting to think that I came to the wrong people for advice.
Videobob Moseley.
I've got the perfect idea.
The hoverboard for Back to the Future.
Yes.
He's making the two time machines. It's the one prop that unifies it all together.
That's perfect.
I mean, how hard can it be to get a piece of wood to float?
All right, you better, because this needs to be the most special event for Bob.
Sure. Anything to make Bob feel special.
My buddy Tommy, he's the man when it comes to cloning parts. But if he can't get this thing done in the next couple days, I'm out $6,000. Tommy! Hey, Bob. This is the plutonium core to the time machine. So I had this part machined for me, and then this fits in there as a separate piece, all right? How soon do you think you can get this done?
About 2 weeks, Bob.
2 weeks? Come on, man, I don't have a real time machine. I need this thing done in like 2 to 3 days. Money is no object. Ah, yes, the 4 magic words.
With money, no object? I think I can do this.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 1 plutonium core on the way, and it won't cost me $6,000. Well, we got that taken care of. Seems like I'm forgetting something. burgers. Lunchtime, that's what I'm forgetting.
Bob sent me way out of town to get ammo boxes, lights, and gauges. Oh my God, this is like G.I. Joe heaven. And that must be G.I. Joe. Let's just hope he has the parts on Bob's shopping list.
Hi, I'm Aubrey.
Hi, Aubrey. Mark.
Mark, you're not from around here, are you?
No, East Texas.
Sounds like way East Texas.
So Videobob sent me down here to pick up some ammo boxes.
Yeah, I've got plenty.
Grimes emergency light.
Small aircraft ones? Yeah, we've got some of those.
Okay, and some Rogen gauges.
Radiation gauges?
I wasn't told anything about radiation.
Typical Bob sends the girl to pick up the radiation.
They're kind of buried in the back of one of the buildings, so you might want to stand back because we're going to have to move some stuff.
Okay. What's this guy hiding in his tool shed?
You own a tank.
You like my baby?
It's beautiful.
So you want to try driving it?
Hell yeah, I do.
Freaking tank! Yes, I am Tank Girl. That was so freaking awesome.
Okay, Aubrey, let's see.
Mark hooked me up with all of the parts.
2 ammo cans, your Grimes light, your Oaken gauge.
Military surplus, all present and correct.
Anytime you want to drive that tank, you're more than welcome.
The guys are never gonna believe that I drove a tank.
This is the electrical enclosure they use to build the flux capacitor. I'm showing Logan how to build the flux capacitor. It's what makes time travel possible. The flux had this Y pattern.
It's like a little spark gap right in the middle.
Yeah, it's sort of like a Y-shaped Jacob's ladder, like the 1.21 gigawatts. Comes together, bang!
Shocks the out of you.
No, it tears open a wormhole in space. But yeah, it would definitely shock the out of you. Funny thing is, the little board that runs this, it's the same one that's been used in Hollywood for years. I mean, they used it on Knight Rider. They used it in Ghostbusters. Jack has some over there on his work. Jack.
He went with you to the boneyard.
Oh, I knew I was forgetting something. You work on this, I'll go get Jack. I'll be back in a minute.
Hi, Bob. You forget something? You left my ass in the blazing sun.
I'm sorry, I got caught up. There was so much stuff going on.
You'll be sorry when I submit my cab receipt.
Hey, boys. Ammo boxes as requested. One for you, one for you.
Oh, yeah.
Bonus, I drove a tank.
What? She didn't drive a tank.
Oh, yes, I did.
Tommy and his crew have gone all out to get the jet turbine cast. They used a process called lost wax casting, and it's truly an art. Tommy! Hey, Bob! Whoa! Hey, don't burn me up.
Hold on a second.
Oh, wow, man, this thing looks awesome. And this thing is like dead on, dude. You've totally cloned this thing. Look at the detail, like even the little screws. I mean, dude, you nailed it. You knocked it out of the park, man. You earned your money. I can't believe how good that is. After taking the original jet turbine back to the boneyard, I gotta get back to the shop and check on the minions. With just a couple of days to go before the Bob's Prop Shop car show, we gotta get these 2 time machines done. Man, I'd have thought this thing had been a little further along by now. All the stuff's still sitting on the hood, all the stuff's over here on the table.
Man, we're not gonna be able to get this finished by Saturday. We've only got a couple days left, and I don't know how we're gonna get these 2 cars finished.
We got a couple of days. All we gotta do is put this stuff together.
We need more than a couple days, or we need some more helping hands around here.
We need more people on this.
I have a novel idea. How about you do some work?
Great, I've only been away for an hour and they've already formed a union. Look, man, you can't just go out and find people that know how to work on time machines. What am I supposed to do? Put up an ad in the comic book store saying geeks needed to work on time machines?
If that's what you gotta do, do it. But don't just let any bungler in here. We gotta have somebody who knows what they're talking about when it comes to these cars, because if you do one piece wrong, the whole thing, it doesn't work.
I guess they have a point. I'm gonna have to hire more crew if we're gonna get these cars done on time. I'll put an ad out. I'll see if I can find somebody. In the meantime, get back to work.
Flux capacitor ready for fluxing. Plutonium playtime.
I cannot believe that so many people are actually willing to work for Bob.
Hell yeah, we're applying.
Damn, Skippy. I heard they're paying the new guys more money.
If you're gonna work for Bob's Prop Shop, you better know you're Back to the Future.
Have you ever traveled back in time? Gigawatt or gigawatt?
What was the name of Doc Brown's dog?
In 1955, what was the name of his dog?
Tell me, what is it that makes time travel possible?
Next, next, next. Get out of here, get out. Thank you for your time.
After a long process of elimination, I finally picked 2 guys that can help us get these 2 time machines rolled out.
Check it out. I want to introduce you to some new guys. This is Chris. This is EJ. Both these guys know how to work on cars. They know how to run a drill. Can we please finish the car? Please.
With a full crew on board, we can finally start making some progress.
I love drilling into the side of a DeLorean.
We need to get this finished and get it mounted on the driver's side.
Frye and I are pulling the parts from the molds that we made ourselves.
By the time we sand this down and everything, it's going to look like real metal. Yeah, we figured this out somehow. But this thing goes on the back of the plutonium chamber. Oh, no. What the hell are you doing?
Plutonium's ready.
What?
The plutonium's ready.
I can't understand what you're saying. Take that thing off.
The plutonium's ready.
Why don't you go put it in the plutonium chamber? What are you doing wearing this outfit? It's not real plutonium, dummy. You might want to leave that thing on because Jack had burritos last night and I need you to clean the bathroom.
We've seriously got to get a move on. I mean, the car show is tomorrow, and we've got a ton of work to do on these 2 cars.
So this goes on next.
Kevin, what was this originally from?
It's actually a Dodge hubcap.
No way.
It worked for what we needed at the time. Now, how about the rest of the plutonium chamber?
Oh, I got it right here. We had this thing cast in bronze because the original was so hard to find, they would only let me borrow it. Why do you gotta use such hard to find parts? Real metal, no plastic.
Awesome, let's get it in there.
We got a show deadline. Let's go.
With a few helping hands and my encouragement, we've managed to get both of the new time machines ready for the car show tomorrow.
All right, Jack, come on out.
It's amazing. Wow, we've just finished 2 of the most iconic DeLorean time machines ever. The plutonium chamber and the Mr. Fusion home energy reactor. Once again, Bob's Prop Shop shows you how it's done.
We definitely have the best crew at building DeLorean time machines.
Imitation is the best form of flattery.
All right, let's get all the cars staged. Let's get ready for tomorrow. Come on, guys.
Man, this car show is it. We've got cars out the wazoo.
Bob is like a kid in a candy store.
I've never seen so many awesome movie car replicas in one spot in my entire life.
This is a big-time production. You've got the Jurassic Jeeps here. You got Bluesmobiles, Mad Max.
The ruler of the wasteland, the Ayatollah of a rock and a rolla.
Standing here next to these replicas is like going back in time. Bob and his team have done an outstanding job.
Hey, everybody, thanks so much for coming out to the first Bob's Prop Shop car show. 10 years of building props, it's been a lot of fun.
No better time than now to give Bob his special gift. You know what this is?
Yeah, I know what this is. It's a hoverboard.
Batter up!
This is awesome. I got DeLoreans, and now I got the hoverboard. Woo!
Hey, Bob, I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
I'd like to buy one of those DeLoreans off of you.
If you got the cash, I can build it.
I've got the cash. You just got to make this thing hover.